Hi, we're Little Bobby Tables, and we created a product called Satchel. Satchel is meant to mimic the behavior of Pocket, which allows you to save random web pages so then you can go back to them later. We can create an account for Satchel. For example, our username is going to be Android with password Apple. First name also Android, and last name Apple. We can create an account by clicking on Get My Satchel. And then after that, we can also change our first name to Lollipop. And when we update it, it shows that it's successfully updated your first name. And because this is a brand new account, your Satchel is currently empty. So let's try saving a new page. Let's go to this article, and then we can Satchel it. And it shows that you have successfully added to your Satchel via the tiny notifications on the top. And when you go back to the web page and refresh, your Satchel shows that the page is added. And you can add tags to different pages. So for example, this would be an entertainment tag. And you would save your tag. And this would be used for future uses for calculating recommendations. When you are done with an article, you can go back to Satchel and then delete it. So to show off our other parts, we can also look at a pre-populated user account. So this is the user. And looking at our current Satchel, we have different articles. And if we click on perhaps CNN, we would see that the article actually works. And when we try to edit the specific tag for CNN, we can see it's news, and then we could change this into perhaps CNN. And then going back into your Satchel, you would notice that there's a recommendations part. Our recommendations are generated based on the different tags that you put in for your current websites. So these are other BBC articles, League of Legends, Chicago Now Tribune. If you notice on the right-hand corner, there is a notifications that is, we just push out notifications to remind you to go back to your articles so then you don't forget about them. And if we want to look at what kind of articles we're currently reading, you can go to Stats, and you should be able to see the distribution of education, politics, sports, computer science, gaming, Google, and a bunch of news articles. Thank you. And we can also log out. Bye.
There you go.
Satchel is backed by an API that we developed to enable us to work on different parts of the project. So if we go to API/get/user/get all, we can get all the users that we have as sort of a utility to quickly debug and see what content we have. So one thing we can also do is go in and look at the content that we have for all the users, again for debugging purposes. But then what we can also do is, given that we've logged into a user account, which I've done just now, we can get content for just that user. Another thing we can do is to enable us to do recommendations and other parts of the project. We can actually get content for individual users. So this is just a random user that I've selected, and we can see all their content, which apparently is Facebook and test.com.